how I'm going to start it, and then I'm going to want you to follow it up, Goo. Here's where I'm at with the Warriors, because I don't want to be misconstrued, even though the Xfinity Mobile's text line continues to misconstrue.
Or Twitch.
I'm not trading anybody right now. The Golden State Warriors, here's what I'm thinking as a fan and a commentator. If I'm the Warriors, we're 6-9. It's too early to panic. Let's ride this out. It's mid to late November. Let's ride it out till December-ish, maybe early January. Assess what we have then and make a more reasoned decision. I feel like right now the Warriors are playing terribly. They're not this bad, so you don't want to assess them right now. Sit tight. 4 to 6 weeks. We'll go from there. What would you do, Goo?
I would put my stamp of approval on that.
All right.
Can I make a change to it?
Yes.
Wiseman wouldn't be in Santa Cruz, and Kuminga, Moody, free Moody.
Okay.
He hasn't earned these DMPs.
All right,
and for it to get great, I love that. I came up with it. For it to be greater later, I would be 6-9 would be different if I was seeing something from the youngsters.
Fair enough.
I just don't get that.
Well, and here's the thing. Here's the difference between your plan and my plan.
They're your youngsters.
Here's the difference between your plan and my plan. When I said play for another 4 to 6 weeks, I'm basically thinking, hey, Steve, try to win as many games as you can for the most part. I mean, don't play Steph Curry 48 minutes, but do what you got to do to win as many games, i.e., if you have to play the veterans, you have to play the veterans. What you're saying is, no, we're 6-9 right now. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, let's keep playing, and let's make sure our youngsters play. So then we can evaluate our youngsters at that point.
No doubt about it.
And our whole team.
Yeah, because
I think that's a good.
And let me tell you, Steiny, Wiseman's in Santa Cruz. He's not gone. You still got to do with him on the bench. I don't know, but you got to free Kuminga. But if I'm thinking of Steve Kerr, Steiny, and his job, pour me a double. Okay, so you got this conundrum with the youngsters, just trying to unlock them.
Yep.
But then you got the drama, if there is, with Poole, Dre, and Klay.
Just acknowledge
that's stressful.
Oh, that's why.
That's hella stressful.
That's why he said.
That's more than 2 timelines.
Crisis situations, how he defined it after the punch.
No,
Joel,
wow.
In Soledad, what are you doing if you're the Warriors right now? Soledad's a great prison there. Oh, there's a prison there.
Oh, I'm out. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Joel?
Oh, not much. How you gentlemen doing on a Friday?
Hanging in.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about a little bit about the young Warriors.
Okay.
I just believe that they have to put some effort when they are in there. I know I agree that they should be in there a little bit more, but when they are in there, rebounding and defense is all about will. The will to get in there and get the rebounds and play great defense. And that's the only way they're going to really earn their way into more playing time. And I just think it is early. 15 games is nothing. It's an 82-game season, and I think that Kerr's trying to get the rotation, trying to integrate the young players in there, even though he should play them a little bit more. But I think he's still kind of trying to figure it out. But I think they're going to be okay. I think I agree. 30, 35 games in, then I think we'll have a true measure of what's going on.
Well reasoned, Joel. Appreciate the call. I don't mind your plan at all.
Mine are Soledad.
No, yours.
Yeah.
Where we're both basically saying, I'll give it 4 to 6 months.
Right.
Where I'm kind of saying, if you got to play the veterans, you kind of got to play them. What if
I just
hypothetically, and it could work, it might be the opposite way. What if you make that commitment to the youngsters and you're 7-12?
Then I would
8-14.
Okay, no doubt. I would know that we've given. There wasn't just one question on the final exam. There were 50, and you had ample time to show what you know. You know what I mean?
I got you.
The nightmare scenario for me is you don't know who you are, and you let the youngsters, you pulled the plug too early.
But then you let them play, and they struggle. Hey, who knows? They may play well or better.
I got one for you before you can take the next call.
Okay.
Because you said this to me and it stuck with me. Goo, This ain't about the youngsters. It's about the top guys, Steph Curry, Dre.
Yeah.
Okay, so how could Kuminga and Wiseman struggle playing with these guys? Like, how much onus is on those guys to get these guys up and running?
Oh, you mean on Steph and Draymond?
Yeah, and Klay.
That's what leaders do. I'm not saying they're not leaders, but I will say.
But Andre talked about, I had bad vets, and Curry's like, some vets don't help me.
Well,
I hope that's not what's going on.
And you know what?
I don't think it is.
Nothing I'm saying right now has to be permanent, but are Draymond and Klay, are they good leaders right now? Right here and now? Well, Klay's clearly not.
He ain't even trying to do it properly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Draymond, everybody says Draymond is not the same Draymond. So he's not leading the way he used to lead. Maybe it doesn't work anymore, and so he's been gutted. But
on Twitch here, Gemini Marv, Steiny again, Dre hasn't changed since last season, except less barking at refs. He's been great.
He hasn't been no, I disagree.
You used to have that metric to where you could tell what's the defensive efficiency.
Yeah, it's called my 2 eyes. That's what it's called. And if anybody out there thinks Dre, listen, I'm not saying he doesn't have good stretches. Of course, he has good stretches.
You said 6 minutes yesterday.
Not even close to as consistent as he used to be defensively. Not even close.
But to be,
he's still above average. He's still really good. He's still probably your best defender, but he's not as good as he used to be. And so since all we know is him being one of the best 2 or 3 defenders in the league, well, he's not anymore. Jose in San Jose. Anyway, I think he can be for stretches. Jose, what's up, buddy? I like your plan. I'm starting to come around to your plan. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jose.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. 2 things I want to say. Klay Thompson last year, when he was supposed to come in, there was a little timetable. And as we got closer, extended, and Kirk kept saying that he wanted to make sure Klay was ready. Klay was ready to go. So I wonder how much that same thing this year, because he's a slow starter, but off the injury. But last year he was able to come back when he was ready. Second of all, Steve Kerr with his comments, I believe he's trying to light a fire under them. Maybe the young guys, maybe the vets. Just a little bit something, just a little chip on their shoulder. It's not like they need it, but these guys are very competitive, so you never know how it goes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jose. Appreciate the call. You know what I will say, and here's another reason why I got to give it 5 or 6 more weeks, especially as it relates to Klay. If we're honest with ourselves, if we're really honest, when he came back last year, he was chucking. Kind of just like this.
Remember these shows? Should you bench him? It was the same thing.
So it's gone a little longer this year, and he's gotten a little more stubborn, but maybe he's got a deal.
I'll tell you what.
Like an unwritten deal with a team. He's got to get it going, and it's not going to last forever, but as of right now, I got to shoot.
Well, I'll tell you this.
I mean, I don't know. I'm looking for positive.
Yeah, you're
like
shocking me.
Do.
But I'm telling you this: you won't find his coach saying what he did to Whitey and Ratto on Damon and Ratto about certain game and that shot selection.